Feeding America and the Ad Council.
It's time for the True Sports Card Show, the only 1-hour radio show that gives you the very latest in sports memorabilia news from around the world. Here are your hosts, industry expert Imran Pilati.
Good morning, everybody. It's the True Sports Card Show here on Sacktown Sports 1140. I'm here. We got a full house today. Kyle behind the window, or as you called him, Cal.
Cal.
Is that your slang?
Yeah, everyone's
Kyle behind the window. Tim Shepler, a.k.a. Big Shep. And, of course, we have the man, the myth. Is he a myth?
Yeah. No.
The legend.
Definitely legend.
Whitey Gleason here in the house.
Thanks. Legend just means you've been around a long time.
I think you shortened the long too. Long. We'll take a commercial break. He'll finish the word long.
Yeah.
10:01 right now. This Saturday, October 19th. Today's a special day. We've got lots going on today. Whitey, thank you for being here. I told you you're welcome at any time. All I ask is that you let me know that you're showing up. The guy walks into the studio holding a guitar. And if you go to our Instagram, True Sports Cards, I recorded him playing Blackbird on a guitar that you were not the owner of. You found it downstairs.
Downstairs on the wall somewhere. It's
it's not
Jake
downstairs
Owen.
On the wall. It's
Jake,
here next to you.
Jake Owen guitar, and he's a country guy.
You're good, actually. You're quite good. How long you been playing? How long you been playing?
Well, what time is it? I don't know. I started in college, which, as you know, it's like, so we're talking like 60, 70 years ago. So.
I just find it to be interesting to be the first graduating class of a college.
Yeah,
right.
It was established in
18. Yeah. But you really couldn't tell anybody because there was no newspaper.
Telegraph.
Shep, we have a very special day today.
Oh, it's a big day.
So let's go through it. We'll let you take over, and I'll give you the color commentary, and then Whitey will share his thoughts about tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. So a huge night is we have a giant trade night, but leading off for trade night from 4 to 6 at the True Sports Cards location in Rockland, 6661 Stanford Ranch. We have Red Velvet. Kevin Herter himself hanging out from 4 to 6 tonight, signing autographs. There are a handful of tickets still available at TrueSportsCards.com. They are, what, $30, Imran?
$30.
$30.
That's all?
Although I will tell you, still to this day, we will honor this. If you spend $200 on TrueSportsCards.com or $200 in store, free Kevin Herter
free ticket. So
why not spend $200 worth of stuff that you're going to have in your hands to open or enjoy as far as a card or a memorabilia piece, and get the Herter ticket for free.
No, definitely. And if you're worried about, hey, I don't have anything, Kevin, to sign, we have jerseys, custom jerseys for $40. We're also going to have 8x10s with a top loader for $8 in shop. You can bring your own item,
The photos are cool.
Yeah.
It's from Kevin's photo shoot. I don't know if you saw that one where has like a dark background and it's him.
The back.
Just showing his back with his jersey, his Herter jersey. And I'm excited about tonight. Why do you talk about Kevin and the Kings every day, all day long?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be there tonight? I'm putting the pressure on you.
I might be there tonight.
Wow.
Possibility.
Hey, there's a possibility that I'm thinking about potentially coming for sure.
You know what people say when they are in that situation? They say, I might try to swing by. And it makes it sound like you're going, and really you're not saying anything. Hey, I might try to swing by.
I'll tell you who will be there. Kyle Draper. And Kyle will be like, hey, big dog, come on, man. You know you're going to give me some of them free autographs.
Kyle's going to be, so $200 and I get the ticket free. What if I spend $175?
The 30 would go over, so then I would get it for free, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a big night.
We call that Drape's math.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Kyle Ledbetter, and I was like, I don't know, I'll try to swing by.
There you go.
No, Kyle has to be there because he's dropping his kid off to work at the store today. So Drapes will be there for sure. I know that. Whitey, we'd love to have you there.
It's going to be a big.
And Jay's going to be there too.
I'll be there.
So we could just have the entire, I didn't ask if you were there. I know you're there. You're on
Shep
payroll.
will be there.
Yeah, Shep will be there. But yeah, we're going to have Kevin there. It's going to be a great time.
Kevin
we already
Herter.
have Herter. We already have almost 100 tickets sold for the event. So
he's going to be busy.
And then
That's
right behind that.
Yes. Falling directly.
I'm pointing at you, so you keep going.
After trade night from 6 to 9, 10, 11, whenever we decide to push everybody out the door, because we have to do that, love everybody, but sometimes it's like,
AKA when your wife tells you to go home.
like 6-7 times and they still don't get it. And then we turn the lights off and they still are there. And then it's, come on. But no, it's great. I love it. 6 to 9 tonight. God, we're gonna have a ton of tables. We always have over 100 folks coming out, so it could be even bigger tonight, just with the signing too. Extra folks, so people bring your items to trade and sell and meet everybody in the hobby and Sac. It's gonna be a good time.
There is a show that's happening in downtown Sac, so we're expecting a lot of those people to come over to our shop in Rockland. We normally have a huge trade night. Why, you've never been to one before, but I think, again, you should think about potentially thinking about having a meeting with your family to come by.
I was just afraid if I went to trade night, they'd trade me. I'd get traded.
You've been sent to KNCI for a future microphone replacement
and cash consideration.
You at Country in the Park would be fun. Hey, is he a singer? Yeah, his name's Garth Brooks. Any interest? Never heard of him.
It'd be like me trying to do Pokemon breaks.
Who, your wife?
No, me doing
Pokemon
you
Pokemon breaks.
Yeah, put me on the Tuesday night Pokemon stream, and I like
your head exploding.
Yeah. The name Chorizo
Zard.
Hey,
sounds delicious.
Chorizo. I could go for a chorizo burrito right now.
What is this? A Squirtle?
Title?
Yeah.
No, we should have you. You're our new breaker, Whitey.
Right, you got it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you only break hockey.
Great.
And
hockey and UFC.
Yeah.
Oh man, you think your head will explode now?
Let's do it.
This
won't surprise you guys, but my son-in-law, his mom years ago bought him he and his brother, a bunch of Pokemon stuff, including like, the blister packs and all that. And anyway, after a while,
it's not called blister packs.
The story. Well, that's what she calls them. After a while, she stopped giving them to him. And then, so they were just somewhere and she goes, hey, I had these things for you guys. And there were so much that he ended up selling them, and it paid for a good portion of his wedding. These unopened Pokemons from whenever. Yeah.
How cheap was his wedding? Or how good were the cards? One of the two.
They were really good, I guess.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
Got married at the courthouse steps. They were able to afford it.
Most people, when they bring in this stuff and they held on from kids, Imran and I are the Grim Reapers. That's what we refer to ourselves as. Like, so
I was on their very popular Drive Guy show, which is every weekday, 2 to 6 p.m. live and local. I was on there yesterday, and their callers are great. Their text message line, it's all great. However, they never frame anything in the form of a question. So it was like, I have a Yao Ming jersey that was X, Y, and Z. I go to White. I go, is there a question there, or are you just bragging? Cool story, bro.
I thought you were going to talk about the guy that got upset because I said Barry Larkin rookie cards are worthless, and he's like a big Barry Larkin fan. He's like, I can't believe the disrespect you're giving to Barry Larkin. It's like, Barry Larkin's great, but his card is, to your point, worthless.
Yeah, but you just dumped him on the chat. You're all blocked. I don't need this angst. I've been doing this for 30 years. Play. Boop. All right. So Manny Too Legit in the YouTube chat says, do we have to pay to get in the shop? What's the answer? To get into the shop?
No, get into the shop, and it's you're making money as soon as you set foot inside there, practically. But no, there's no charge to get. No
charge to get in the shop. Come and hang out. Is there any charge for Kevin Herter? Yes. However, you can avoid the charge just by spending money for stuff that you want.
Yeah, definitely. And so, what's it like, Cameron? Like meeting. So, like you go to these signings to meet a player. Like what's some etiquette we should follow when? Because I know you always go, hey, remember that time when you shot that 3-pointer and you were wearing a headband? Yeah, that was cool. That's what you do. What should
I joke? I joke.
We always joke around.
It's pretty amazing to watch people meet their hero or somebody that they see on TV for the first time. They lose all bodily functions, including the fact that their mouth is their mouth is moving and they don't know what they're saying. Yeah, exactly. When people meet you in person, they're like, "You're Whitey." Ugh.
Do I have to lose all bodily functions?
Diapers are available. True Sports Card branded diapers.
Yes.
People just kind of forget that they're real people as well, right? They just happen to make a lot more money and they're very talented at a skill that we don't have. But they're regular people for the most part.
The beauty of it, in my opinion, like a situation like tonight, that's why he's there. Kevin Herter is there to say, hey, and sign autographs. I remember when I was a kid, I got Vida Blue's autograph at the Oakland airport when he was eating. I remember my dad said, you never get their autograph when they're eating. He was nice and everything, but that's different if they're out somewhere. But tonight, Kevin Herter, that's why he's there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't go to an event like this to go,
yeah,
got to deal with these people.
Right.
And for the most part, everything that I've ever met or found out about Kevin has been absolutely gracious. He seems to be a really great guy. Let's hope that the reputation precedes him, and he's wonderful. I will tell you, have I already shared with you my nightmare scenarios?
No,
This is okay.
maybe he has. With you.
I'm excited because I will talk about this in a second, because our contract with 1140 was up at the end of this month. So I have some news, some breaking news that we'll share in a little bit to determine whether or not we're going to have
This show.
the show moving forward. So
I'd like to know.
yeah, you would like to know?
Yeah.
Like he's here in November, the first weekend of November.
Hey,
Hey guys, where are you?
yeah, where is
The
everybody?
only reason I came in today is to find out.
Just to find out. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. This is my only job.
Yeah. Without
Besides being a
this-
male model, look.
Mm.
If you've never seen Kyle in person, let me just
Oh.
tell you, don't look into his eyes.
Yeah. You
Okay.
want,
You will need True Sports Cards branded diapers.
I thought you were gonna say glasses, but that's
No, that's
another one.
Whitey with his little miniature phone. You know what's crazy? We're actually running a show live right now, and we're just like four guys just
hanging out.
BSing here and enjoying it.
What would be different?
And I'm paying to do this. So where was it? Oh, the nightmare
Nightmare
scenario.
situation.
So
yeah.
there's a particular player. I'll say the name after you guys get a chance to guess. So we go to the event, and I'm working with this athlete, and it comes time to go to the public. He's been wearing his shades the entire time. We're inside. It's light. He's wearing headphones as if he doesn't have the time to listen to anybody. And then goes to the general public. The autograph is $225 per autograph that the customer is paying. They walk up to him and say, "Thank you, Mr. So-and-so. I was really good to meet you." He doesn't take the shades off. He doesn't look up. His headphones are on. He signs it with the dollar signs and slides it back to the person. Goes, "Next." Who's your guess?
Steve Young.
Who's your guess? Steve Young. I almost choked on my gum.
Why are you chewing gum on live radio?
Kyle, who's your guess?
I don't know, Joe Montana.
You guys can think of the worst names ever. Who do you think?
I hate to say it, but Ricky.
No, Ricky does wear his sunglasses, but he is very
Okay.
gracious.
He's really
Really great.
pleasant.
I also
Good.
don't want to slander anyone. here.
Right,
This
right.
is-
Okay, let me just say, he's a coach now.
Oh, Dion.
All right, well, I didn't say any names, Shep. Kyle's laughing in the other
I
room.
can hear it through the soundproof wall.
That was
I
hilarious.
didn't say a name, Shep. He said, "Don't do anything to slander
I
a
was like,
name."
I don't
And then I
want.
said, "He's a coach," and then you immediately, "Oh, I know who it is." This
That
isn't
was-
Stump the Schwab.
That was genuinely funny. The fact that we
Hey, I
just said let's try and not slander anyone, and they said, "Oh, I know who
I know
it
it
is."
is. I'll give you the
What's
name.
Dion gonna do? Come at me, Dion.
He can't hear you
I
right now.
know.
He's wearing headphones and
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Inside.
Yeah, it was just not the greatest. And then there's some guys that you're thinking he's going to be just a jerk, and he's awesome. You know who's awesome that you think he's going to be a jerk? Jose Canseco. He's great.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Jerry Reynolds.
That would have been the first best guess.
Yeah.
Who wore sunglasses, headphones, and would not look up and just ignored everybody? Jerry Reynolds.
Yeah.
Is Jerry listening right now?
I hope so.
Nah, I
No,
don't
he's the
know.
best. He's awesome.
Jose
Uh,
Canseco makes sense though. He's kind of crazy, so I feel like he would have good interaction.
He's wonderful. We've had him just about every show. He's wonderful.
Except for the
And
little
he was
dog.
good too.
That little dog.
The
Oh, his
Poop.
fiance. Oh, his fiance comes and she brings her little dog, and then the dog pooped.
not the fiance poop, but the dog pooped all over the back room. Yeah.
True Sports Card diapers.
That's the third reference to diapers in the show.
we need to make them
Hey.
immediately.
for
I
dogs
would
now.
go another way, but yeah,
Yeah.
maybe so.
What happened yesterday with Dave and bathrooms? You were
Oh,
talking
there
about
was-
on the way here.
No, yeah, no. Earlier this week on the morning show, they were talking about somebody that blew up the bathroom, and Dave was complaining about it on the radio. And then they started outing people that work at the station and who it was.
Is that why you didn't show up that
And
day?
then
I heard it was Deion Sanders.
You gotta get, yeah, that was funny.
He coach primed the bathroom for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another question. Manny Too Legit's got tons of questions,
I like
Manny.
it.
Can we get a photograph too for extra charge, or just an autograph only? What I was told was they wanted to, Kevin does have a tight schedule. He has
Gotta get some
practice,
threes up.
and then he's got to get some threes up. So it's just a matter of getting the line moving. Just hand one of our staff your phone. We'll snap a photo of you leaning over, taking a picture with Kevin.
Yeah.
But we're not doing posed photos like you're at the prom or anything together. It's
Yeah,
just
this is gonna be
just
that.
one
Hey, look, little
yeah,
selfie.
one of those. Yeah.
Little selfie action. We'll help you out with it. But yeah, it's just being courteous with.
You asked
the
about
time.
etiquette.
Yep.
Just make sure that you have your item prepped. I'm going to be sitting next to Kevin, so I'll take your item. I'll make sure that
You're not going to be in the picture, are you?
Yes.
Every photo. Every photo.
And if not,
Could you imagine me with my face on Kevin's shoulder?
no, he's just gonna put the Emran head sticker on Kevin's forehead, so you're literally.
I'm gonna be
in
wearing the
every
headband.
photo.
I'll be wearing a Herder jersey. Like
That's
we'll have
great.
to.
We're all.
You'll
supposed to-
have to determine which one of us is Herder. That's how close.
Oh, so
I'll look
you're
like.
the fake Kevin Herter that shows up to
Yeah.
Kings games.
Yeah.
If you have ever seen me in person, it happens. Trust
It's
me.
weird. Imran's making us all dye our hair red after this.
Mhm.
Everybody at the shop's gonna have red hair tonight for the signing.
Anything better than your
Great.
mainly salt, very little pepper hair
Yeah.
would be great.
Hey.
Although it's interesting, and I go at YD at his own show, but
That's not.
and
nice.
I go at you because I love you. You know that, right? Like if I ignored you, then
It's
it's
like
like
a gnat buzzing, flying around my head. I'm just like, whatever.
your hair is lusciously perfect.
Oh,
This
well,
guy,
No, that's
When-
nice.
When I met Imran, this was all one solid color.
Mhm.
This is what 3 years has done.
yeah, I
That's
brought some
very-
of the
I mean, I know
but I brought the
Hair.
pepper back. He had all white.
that's very distinguished.
People thought he was Jerry Reynolds.
Yeah.
People thought he was Jerry Reynolds.
Yeah.
Let's get back to cards.
Yeah. So trade night. How should we prepare for trade night tonight?
So
Like,
if-
what should I bring? Should I bring all my 1986 and 87 tops with me, like big 5,000 count?
I would buy
boxes?
them. I would buy them.
Of course I
Here's
would.
how I always suggest trade night goes. You could either bring your museum worth of cards, as in I brought all these cards. I'm not interested in trading any of them or selling any of them. I just wanted to bring them. Don't do that, because if your box gets lost, you're going to be upset that you lost some of the things that you wanted to keep. There's no need to brag. Take pictures on your phone, show it to us that way. Bring the stuff that you want to trade, that you're ready to get out of, that you want to move on from, and know what you want to trade
That
for.
to me would be the key. And I haven't done it like you, but to me, the key is going in knowing what you are looking for.
Absolutely. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're interested in getting some Brock Purdy's or Brandon Ayuk's or Fox or Herders, know what you're walking in with. Know your prices and values of your cards, so that way you know, okay, this is a fair trade for me, fair trade for them. And feel free to sell as well. I don't mind at all if they're selling during trade night. What I don't like is when they come during the day and go, I'm meeting a guy here and I'm selling him cards. It's like, wait a minute.
That's
Can I
what
charge
we're
you
here
rent?
for.
Yeah, can I charge you
Right.
rent?
Yeah.
But we'll have lots of tables. We'll have lots of hangouts
I-
and a
I
lot
don't know
of
if I
fun.
told you I ordered enough tables and the weather's going to be just perfect tonight that we're going to run some tables outside as well.
Yep.
So trade night can get an early head start, with the
Ooh.
Kevin Herter signings going on. We're going to a little head start outside, out front, a little under the light, under the sky. Trade
Ethan
night.
Sharp, who worked past tense at our shop, after reading this, says, bring all of the junk wax for Emran and Shep to buy.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
Whitey, now expanding your knowledge and showing people you really know what you're talking about. Share with us what junk wax era is. Like what
Junk
years?
wax era, basically, Imran, there was a boon of baseball collectibles. People thought, oh, this is great, value soaring. The card companies responded to that by massively overproducing. So we're talking basically mid 80s, early 90s, and that's the sweet spot. There are just so many cards produced then that everyone has them. Supply and demand. There's no demand because everybody has them, so therefore they are worthless.
I'm leaving. We have a job posting coming soon for Ethan. Whitey hit
That's
the nail on the
perfect.
head. I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
My job, my work is done here.
And we all got caught up in that, right? I
Oh,
know I've talked to you. I don't know
It was
about
my
you,
childhood.
but- yeah, because you're like, oh, these baseball cards, they always go up in value. I can't buy enough of them.
It's so interesting. I used to go to a place called Al's Comic Shop in Stockton. I don't think it's still around. And then I also went to B&B Backstop, which is definitely not around. And just to think of the economics back then, I was a little kid going to the card shop. I'd walk there after school and buy cards. And then I'd buy like 8 or 10 cards at 10 or 20 cents a piece. I remember buying Keena Turner. I remember buying, I'm trying to think here who else was on during that time. Montana was big then, so I'd be buying Pro Set Montanas for $1, and they would even sell me the penny sleeves for a penny each. I'd be like, I need 5 sleeves, please. Like, you think of the economics back then. Like,
Nickel
how
and
did
dime it.
they make it?
Yeah.
We have a rough day, and I won't say how much the sales are, but it's pretty significant.
Yeah.
In par with like a really popular restaurant, and it's like how did they make it back then when they had little kids buying penny sleeves? But that's just the economy now versus what it was back then.
Whitey brings up a good point. A lot of, and I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen this locally or locally in Costco's, but I've seen a lot of it on Instagram and on Twitter. There's these new Donruss like mega giant things that they're selling.
Have you seen them?
It's
Why
like
do
No.
It's 8 packs of 2024 Donruss football, which hasn't been released yet. There's no release date on the calendar. I've looked. You get 8 packs of it, and you're also getting an oversized downtown card in this box set. And they're running for around like $55 at Costco, and I've seen them selling for over $100 online. I'm afraid we're running into another junk wax situation here because I remember in the early 90s when we moved to California, Price Club, which was a predecessor to Costco, you could walk in there and they would have pallets of 1990s tops or 91 NBA hoops. And they're like $12 a box. So great value. And
yes,
I'd always want to go to Costco or Price Club with my mom because I could see that maybe I could swindle her into getting a box.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just pallets high as far as you could see in the sky everywhere. And I've seen these people clear these out thinking that there's value. But if you're in a Costco and you see pallets of pallets in your single Costco, and you imagine in Sacramento now there's 7 or 8 Costcos, because I just noticed they opened one up by the old Arco Arena, right? They opened one up.
True?
Power
Balance Pavilion?
Yeah. There's one now in Rockland, up the street, not too far from the shop, up the freeway. So all these Costco's.
Wait. There's another Costco in Rockland?
Yeah, up 80, just 2 exits away off Rockland Road, I believe. Over by.
Are we doing promotion for them right now?
I'm just letting you know, there's a lot of Costco's in the area.
So when I say we're across the street from Costco in Rockland, I now have to declare which one.
Well, yeah, because
that's how I was my marker.
Because there's one up by Studio Movie Grill.
Ugh.
Anyway, so there's all these Costco. Just imagine that, and all these pallets and people running out and selling. And now these oversized downtowns people. There is Jalen Daniels and Caleb Williams downtowns in these, and these are normally super short prints out of hobby boxes, regular size. These are oversized cards. To me, it's starting that junk wax era where it's readily available. People putting these in the market, they're hoarding them and then selling them for twice as much, and people are chasing them down. But I can remember a time in 2020. Oh my God, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his Donruss rated rookie card. He was a first-round pick by the Chiefs. They just won the Super Bowl. Hey, he's going to be their new star running back. They were selling for $20, $25 a piece when that product came out. Now, he's on medical leave right now. He's not playing. He's going through some stuff because of the shooting that happened in the Super Bowl parade that they had. So he's not playing. But even then, his football career didn't really pan out the way we thought. Those cards are now commons. They're now in the junk box, right? Tell me, with this overproduction of product, these big downtowns, no one likes oversized cards. We had a Barry Bonds autograph in the shop. We tried to sell. No one went. It was on an oversized card. It was about a 4x6 card. We ended up putting on Whatnot. It sold for around $100.
A Barry
Bonds autograph on card, not a sticker. He doesn't sign at all. There's a very few years where he actually signed. And we had a Barry Bonds on-card certified autograph that we got $100 for because it was an oversized card. I offered it to all kinds of people looking for a Barry Bonds. Like, no, I don't want it because it's that big card. So what do you think these overproduced extra large downtowns?
They're big. They're
4x6.
And I'm doing these sizes using my hands on the radio. Yeah, so this is going well.
Good stuff.
Like you have this
better
large
talk
cards.
about diapers.
They don't fit in your storage box. They don't fit in your Zion case. They don't fit in a 2-row box. What are you going to do with them?
They don't fit in my collection.
Yeah.
Huh? How about that?
That's really interesting to me because I have, not to change the subject, but along the lines of the larger cards, some of the 1971 Topps Jumbo.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have some good players in there, and they're not worth anything
because no one can store them. They're hard to look stored. They're hard to move because people are like, yeah, they're neat, but how do they fit everything else? Is this little tiny spot, and then it's great. So I'm just telling you, buyer beware. The market, we've seen the Daniels. I think someone had it listed at 300. They end up taking 200, and we've seen it tick down close to 125. And everybody's excited because they're the first NFL worn jersey cards of these guys. So it's exciting, yes. But just temper your expectations because if you buy that Daniels or the Williams card for $25, $30 today, I'm telling you, once all the other stuff comes out, Prism, Optic, Select, all these come out, that's going to be around a $5 to $10 card.
But I argue that the junk era has begun years ago, probably in the last 6 or 7 years. The Target boxes, when you're standing in line, they go, Mom, can we get this box of cards? That is junk wax era. Because they're non-numbered. And
that's some of the best advice you've given me, which is like the only good advice you've given me.
Well, I also told you show up to the True Sports Card Show here every Saturday, 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You showed up, and
Here
look
I
at
am.
you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a real card podder.
Hard part. But as you pointed out to me, those blasters and things, if you have fun with them, great. But if you're looking for like any kind of value, you gotta go for the hobbies, right?
And there's a perfect person for that blaster box at Target or Walmart, or in your case, Barnes and Noble,
Sure.
where you were going.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
And if you want to collect players and have a great time and enjoy cards and enjoy a lot of cards for inexpensive, it's perfect. But when you wonder, how come I'm not getting that on-card autograph of Victor Wembanyama? It's because you're just not buying the right product. There's not enough risk for the reward in order for you to see that. And over time, it's like, well, how come I'm not getting anything? But I've spent thousands or hundreds of dollars. It's because you're spending it just on the wrong item. So the junk wax era does exist, and we're there. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the renewal.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I was going into this week in final negotiations on what we're going to do with the show. This has been a year-long show now that we've come out. I can't believe it's been a year. It feels like 10. And every Saturday's a bear. I don't know how you do it on a daily basis to come in and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Stunt doubles.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you would get to look like you?
I can't tell you.
I have an
Yeah.
idea. I don't want to offend you. I'll do it
Brad-
off air.
Brad
Uh,
Pitt.
You're going to say Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt.
I was going to say something else.
No.
Way worse.
Oh.
So
Not Deion Sanders.
no,
No,
well,
no.
you don't wear your sunglasses and your headphones
Right.
indoors. You just
Right.
wear your headphones.
I wonder if Dion's as good on the guitar as Whitey is.
I doubt it. I doubt it. You are really good on guitar.
No.
It's
I can
impressive.
play a few things. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Do you mind playing while I'm talking? Right now.
All right. I'll play.
That'd be great.
All right. Go ahead.
I
No
just want-
pressure, but this is going to
But
be our
no
new
s-
intro to
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
And no Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. Read the sign. No stairway to heaven. All right. What song are you going to play while we're?
We'll see if you know it.
All right. This is.
You hear that?
Here we go. I don't know this song.
Bad with music.
If I play it this way, you'll probably know it. Roxanne.
You're playing one chord over and over.
Oh, is it Roxanne?
Is it Roxanne by The Police?
Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
The YouTube chat said, "How do we mute his mic?"
I'm just playing it because you asked me.
Yeah, but I thought, never mind. It's great.
Anyway,
Go
yeah.
Blackbird one more time.
Blackbird while he explains what's going on with the show.
So as I was negotiating and trying to figure out if we were going to extend this, a little louder, please, on Whitey's mic. I said to myself, "Self, do we want to do this for another year?" I looked at my wife. She says, "Absolutely not." I look at Shep. He says, "Absolutely, it's my dream." I was at a crossroads. I thought to myself, what would Whitey do? And I said, let's re-up this bad boy for one
do
more
it.
year. So it's with great pleasure to say that True Sports Cards will be having a show for one more year at least, if not longer. We're about 27 years behind the fishing show. I don't know if we'll ever catch up, but we're at least
Not
in
at
year
your
number
age.
2. Not where you're coming from. And that ends the story of the negotiations.
That's all. I'm excited.
Woo, Card
That was
Parts
good.
Season
The
2.
card,
Woo.
card parts season 2. We're
Yeah.
gonna make it happen. But here's what Maddie's too legit says. Whitey's good at a lot of things. He's really good at mimicking Roger Rabbit. Dude has.
Please, Eddie. Oh.
Why don't you introduce our next segment using your Roger Rabbit voice?
Let's see. Are we going right here?
I don't know. Just stay in order and they're numbered.
All right. Well, Roger Rabbit, I only do the laugh. but,
Okay.
Let's
Well,
see.
what's the other voices that you do?
Yeah. It's
Don't you do Donald Duck? You did it for my son, and he looked at you like, "Please get me away from this guy."
my Donald Duck is like, oh, that's Donald Duck, but you can't understand a word I'm saying.
Okay, give me one that you can.
Haha, oh boy. Hey, pre-order 2024 Tops Allen and Gitzer. Hobby box, $109. Limit 2. Haha. Oh boy, that's a crazy set.
Jerry Reynolds.
And it's weird, but I just got an email from downstairs. Our contract's been voided.
Was that? Wait.
This is actually
That
the
was
last.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, sure.
Mickey Mouse. That's who it was.
I was going with Bugs Bunny or Deion Sanders.
Do not. What is that?
What?
Hey, do a voice.
What?
Do a voice right now. Do a
Do a
voice.
voice.
And I
Do a
do
voice. Do
that
funny.
sucked. What is that?
I didn't say it sucked. I just didn't know who it was. I had two guesses:
Yeah.
Jerry Reynolds or
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Roger Rabbit.
Do you have any others?
No, that's it.
Those are the two? No, you have a lot. Give me another one,
Listen,
please.
I definitely know people that he can do, but
You know what's crazy?
I'm not going to put him on the spot.
Here's the crazy part. I signed a renewal for year 2, and I'm like, free for all. Let's do voices. What
No,
are we-
I don't. I'm not at liberty to share them with you at this time.
because no
Contract to negotiate.
Contract. He's like the special talent fee for this is going
Yeah.
to be something
You
different.
have to. From my perspective, you have to see the situation and hey, this voice would be great for that. This would be great for that. Sneak it in. But when it's like, hey, do your funny
Hey,
voices.
hey, Ellen
dance,
and-
monkey dance.
And
It's just
Ellen
like-
and Ginter announcement. Go, Mickey Mouse.
And listen,
Yeah.
you didn't bring him a box. Had you brought a box?
I brought him a Joe Montana 1 of 1. You missed it. I'll recap for those that weren't listening yesterday. Manny Too Legit was there. He heard
Yes.
it. Yeah, it was I gave away 2 cards yesterday, one to Kyle Draper and one to Whitey. So I give the Nico Collins jersey card to Kyle. I was like, dude, it's probably worth $10. He's like, oh man, this is awesome. This is great. And I go, and Whitey, this is yours. It's a flawless Joe Montana autograph 1 of 1. It's worth about $4,000. And Drapes is looking over like, what? What? I was like, I just thought it was fair because you like football and you like football, but you're more of a Niners guy and you're more of a.
Yeah.
And he was like, are you serious right now?
And Shep, the funny part is he got to keep that card and I didn't get nothing.
I mean, I was just holding it for you and then
so
selling it
that's
for
a
you.
beautiful card.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he says I was there.
Yeah.
And I was there too. Ellen and Ginter, we got the
Yeah.
new
I'm
product.
honestly, this is one of my favorite sets of the whole year.
We talked a little bit last week about it. I love it. The autographs. I mean, crazy folks in there. We had Travis Scott, Quavo. The dinosaur DNA relics are going to be in there. So,
Wow.
you know, some.
I
as
didn't
Imran
believe
said-
him. I didn't believe him. Please explain that.
Yeah, so there's like fossils of dinosaurs that they put in cards that can be in your box. So it's insane. So I love what they do. They've done presidential like hair relics and stuff in the past or handwriting samples of presidents, but this is just super cool. You can actually get like a fossil part, a piece of actual dinosaur.
It's hard to explain because you have baseball players, you have celebrities, you have birds,
Yeah.
you have, it's
Well, there's even like pop culture people. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that sign in here that's like the head football coach of a team that's never ever punted and they haven't lost in 50 years.
Mhm.
Or hey, there's this girl that played little league basketball and she, whatever happened, she rode an alligator while she did it. Crazy stories that you see. It's just a very neat mix of product, and I found that either people really love Allen and Ginter or they don't. Like
can
it's two
understand.
camps.
yeah.
And there's another product that comes out called Gypsy Queen. And usually the people, and it's got a very similar feel, but if you like Gypsy Queen, you don't like Allen and Ginter. And if you like Allen and Ginter, you don't like Gypsy Queen. It's weird. Allen and Ginter has cool minis. They have like frame cards. They have the rip cards where you tear open a card on
I
purpose
got
to get a different card
Sander
inside.
Bogarts last year, and I still haven't. I gave it to my daughter, but aren't they supposed to be, Shep? Kind of, they are similar to the old like tobacco
Yeah.
cards of the early 1900s.
Yeah,
things
so there
like that.
are true Allen and Ginter cards from the 1800s. And
1800s.
in these boxes, you can get some original Allen and Ginter cards. They put these in packs as well. They went back and bought some back, and they're inserting them into packs as well. So yeah, it harkens back to the 1800s of a tobacco era card, and Topps acquired this brand a number of years ago, but they've done some really fun stuff with it. And they spell out years and numbers on the back of the cards. There's detail into it. And it just has a different feel from a baseball card than your normal flagship
Yeah.
Topps card.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters. They're adults now, but one of them's a baseball fan, one of them isn't. Sometimes we'll open cards, and they're like, okay. But Allen and Ginter last year, I think around the holidays, we opened 3 hobby boxes because
Yeah.
it's so much fun. They're
Yeah.
like, Jackie Robinson, pterodactyl.
Yeah.
It's just
There
great.
was one year, I think it was 2013.
Those two go in the same pack.
exactly.
Pterodactyl wing nail clippings and Jackie Robinson signed auto cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two go together.
A few
Didn't get
years
any autographs last year though. I was disappointed. 3 hobby boxes, no autos.
Oh wow,
yeah,
it's a lot of relics.
yeah,
Yeah, because they on average you. That's what they'll say. You get 3 hits. It could be any of these different ones.
yeah.
a few years ago, I think it was 2013 or 14, they actually hid cards in the lid of the Allen and Ginter box and didn't tell anybody until like weeks afterwards, when a breaker was cutting a box open and realized there was a card inside.
Oh my gosh.
So I had some friends that were breaking cases of this. So that means 12 boxes at a time. He went and hopped in their dumpster over the weekend to dig out the boxes and actually found the lids and ripped them open. And a few of them,
There's cards?
There were cards in there. And I don't think they've done that since.
That's a
But like, hey, if
terrible
you're going to
idea.
do a promotion like that, let people know, because
Yeah.
some good cards could have gotten lost. So yeah, and they also,
Unless they're oversized and then you
Then
leave
you
them
don't
in the
want
dumpster anyway.
but there are oversized cards in it.
You're like, I'm good.
They do have what they call box toppers. So there's a couple different sizes of box toppers that come out of Allen and Ginter.
Yeah, I think I got a Vlad Guerrero last year or
Yeah.
something.
And so people think they're neat, but it's like, really, what do you do with them? And I have people bring them in all the time. Like, so it's just, like I said, it's just a different market. So
Well, last year they were
oversized
big
cards.
because they had Wemby in them.
Yeah, Wemby rookies. And this year, too, you're going to see Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels,
Oh, okay.
and Drake may have autographs in here, too. So it's going to be some of their
Nice.
first, quote, rookie autographs available are going to be in this product.
I'll take several, sir.
Let's do it.
So you can only take several because we limit 2 at the pre-order
Saw
price.
that,
We're
This is
looking
such
at-
a good deal because the shelf price is going to be 120 plus.
Yeah, probably 125, 129. We have it pre-order right now, 109 plus tax. You can sign up by coming into the shop.
Yep.
If you're coming in to see a herder, might as well pick up 2 boxes of Allen and Ginter. Limit 2 at 109. You can buy as many as you want after that, but we only have set aside 3 cases to do that,
Correct.
so 36 total boxes. So we want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to get it at that 109 price. One other thing that we do that I don't think we mentioned too much is when you buy a hobby box from us, we sell top loaders and sleeves. Sleeves at $2 for a pack of 100. Top loaders 35 for $7. We give you that for free as part of the experience of buying at True Sports Cards. We want to make sure that when you buy a box, a hobby box, that we expect you're going to hit something amazing, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. With some hits this week have been insane, and we give you sleeves and top loaders as part of the value add of being a part of our store and being one of our customers. And we love it when you open them in store. We love seeing the hits. We hug you when you hit. Even if you don't want the hug, I hug you.
Watch your back because they hug you, and then Emmer's trying to get the card out.
I mean, can we mute that? Because I don't want our secrets to get out as to how we get great cards.
Hey, that's great.
What a
Shut
wonderful
it, you
card.
get it.
What card? You had a card?
Where's your card, Bart?
Where's your card? Hey, partner. That's what we went with, card parts, when he came up with that great idea of that incredible show.
It was a joke, Shep, and he keeps
No.
throwing it in my face.
No.
Yeah.
It's like when you say something and then the person goes, really? And then, no, man, I was just joking. That's what it was like.
It's like when I told my wife, I think we should go on a date. Really?
Really?
You?
With you?
Yeah. Dude.
Like us? Who else is going? No, just the
And here
two
you
of
are.
us.
Yeah. And here you
All
are.
these
yeah.
years later.
That's what the kids say now when they're talking to, a member of the opposite sex that they're kind of sweet on. It's like, hey, will you be my card part? You haven't heard that yet?
Did you say card fart?
When are we getting that shirt made, by the way?
I have it in design right now,
Yeah.
but the person who I sent, he works in Bangladesh. Okay. I sent it to him. And I said, can you do this? And he's come back 4 different times and he says, are you sure you want card parts?
I don't know what that means.
Normally he's like,
Card
sure,
parts.
whatever you
Yeah.
card
Card
parts.
parts.
Like
When are we going to have the Sacktown Sports card collection? You come into
future,
your store.
we'll have our own version of Allen and Ginter.
Yeah.
You know who will make the oversize? Kyle Draper.
Wow.
I don't want to collect that. It's just,
Telegraph that pass from a mile away.
you do it.
Yes, I knew.
Kyle was mouthing.
And the
his
only
words. It's like
redemption of that
drapes.
product, I heard, is Jason Ross. He's refusing to sign his cards.
Seems like something
Oh,
Jason Ross would
yeah.
You
do.
know?
Right.
Yeah, who would be the
He's
most
Honest
valuable
Wagner
out of
of
that? Yeah, he'd be the honest Wagner. No, he'd be the. I'm just trying to think who would be who.
Yeah.
So who'd be the chase card?
The Chew? Yeah. Who's at the station? Like, who would be the card, the rookie card everybody want?
I'd probably say Nate, and the reason why is because Nate's here and he's like, I'm out. I gotta go.
He's very elusive.
He's very elusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes before Kyle took over, we'd have to search the building for Nate. We're like, we're gonna go on air in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We
It's
gotta go find Nate.
9:58 and 68. 59. Okay.
And
The
poof, he
seconds,
appears.
Yeah.
So he's the chase card. Kyle is the good looking. He's like the
Prospect.
Yeah, he's
up
a
and coming
rated rookie?
prospect.
Yeah, he's a rated rookie.
There you
That's
go.
how
Yeah.
I would describe Kyle Ledbetter. And then you'd be the what
It'd
would
be
you-
black and white. Like
Who Whitey?
the card would be in black and white. Like,
Black and Whitey.
Black and white.
Yeah, so that's the
Yeah.
name. That's the color.
Manager. Yeah.
You're the Red Schoendienst.
Yes.
You're the Casey Stengel.
Red Schoendienst?
Yeah.
If you were a player, you'd be the George Blanda.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, that guy's still
Or
alive. No,
let's
he's
put
the
it-
kicker still on the team.
let's put
he's
it-
kicking today.
context. Aaron Rodgers. We got to put
Him?
in context. People. Yeah, older guy that's still doing
Still
it.
producing at a very high level.
Yeah.
Your card would
Says-
come with like a 40-year-old pack of gum that's like toxic to consume now.
Yes.
Hey, this is fun. This is a fun
You enjoy coming? I'll see you next week.
I'm glad.
We're here for another 53 more to go. Okay, so we've got the Allen Ginters. What else we got on the docket today? Why lead us into you are the point guard normally at your show.
Yeah.
And you throw the lobs to Drapes and then he dunks it.
Mhm,
You're the point guard. What's it like to not be the point guard here? Is it uncomfortable for you?
I like playing off the ball. Sure.
Do you?
Yeah.
We don't pass it very often. We just
Yeah,
kind of make
noticed
fun
that
of you as you
when
not.
you don't.
Definitely
he's-
not.
He do not ever play basketball because he's the guy that just dribbles like Harden. He just dribbles the hole in the floor.
I just go like this. How do I take the ball out to myself? Can
Yeah.
I do that?
yeah, you just
Do I
throw it
get
off
an
the
assist
back
to
and-
me and the shot?
Are you like Michael Scott in the Office episode where they're playing basketball?
Yes.
I didn't
Okay.
see that episode.
All right. That's
He's-
Should we just
He's-
not?
I'm gonna take
Don't explain
Jeff's
it?
word for it. I'm
Real
gonna
quick, he is
Yeah.
Michael Scott.
Oh,
Let's be honest.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
he is
Period.
Michael Scott.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, you miss every shot. You don't take Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott,
Yeah.
like
You
Imran
make
Pilati.
that. Yeah. I
Nobody,
declare bankruptcy.
nobody knows what you're talking about. I looked in the chat. They go, "What are they talking about?" Let it rain. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
True Sports Cards and Collectibles, Sacramento's top choice for collectors to sell their cards. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff make the process of selling your sports card memorabilia simple and easy. We're always looking to buy vintage sports cards, wax boxes, memorabilia, even the Pokemon. Drop by the shop or call. Make an appointment today, 916-259-1993. Remember, for all your sports cards and memorabilia needs, True Sports Cards in Rockland, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road. How about them Cowboys?
That was your Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you hand me that guitar?
don't
do I
hit him
want
with
to?
it.
No, it's not Jeff Jarrett. Eric. May I? So that was really good.
That was
I
a
was not
that was a
expecting-
well-written read, by the way.
That's not actually my guitar, so please
Uh,
don't
I want to just say.
bang it on something.
I just want to say this real quick. You have an excellent sponsoring.
Professional.
Yeah, what the relationship? with your-
professional voice.
What is the one that you read often?
Oh, that's Sierra Select Napoleon Grills.
Napoleon Grills. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was great. Now you did that for us on a live read. That was really impressive. No mess ups, no ums, no ahs. That was incredible. Would you like some background music while you try it again?
Oh, I've done it.
Oh God.
It's my show. Read the radio
you
spot.
play guitar?
I'll show you.
Oh,
You want
this-
it as Jerry Jones again?
No, give me somebody else.
I don't have anybody else.
Give me a Keegan Murray.
I know you've got Sam Elliott in there somewhere.
Oh.
Give me Keegan Murray. You know how.
Sports Cards and Collectibles of Sacramento's top choice for collectors to sell their cards. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff make the process of selling your sports card and memorabilia simple and easy. And the one they should have in 02. We're always looking to buy vintage sports cards, wax boxes, memorabilia, even Pokemon. Drop by the shop or call, make an appointment today. 916-259-1993. Remember, for all your sports cards and memorabilia needs, True Sports Cards in Rockland, 661 Stanford Ranch Road. As a veteran, I'm already in.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
That. Can you believe
And
that we're on the
now
radio
I am-
right now?
Now I am deafer from hearing that guitar playing.
Yeah, are you okay over there? It sounded like a cat died.
Ethan
Yeah.
says my ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
Customers are leaving the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really love that one string, that one very high pitched
But
string.
it
Yeah.
didn't love him back. Did you notice?
Yeah. Let's just hope that you can do things better than you can play a guitar. You know, like
Oh, my
anything.
goodness.
Like tie your shoe. Well, you wouldn't tie your shoe. So
There's a lot of A
Uh,
chord on that on that song.
Okay. Well, can I see the sheet music? A,
Ron.
A.
I'll
Hey.
teach by the next year when your contract's up. I'll have you playing.
I don't know if we're gonna make it to
I
next
think
year.
it might be up now.
Yeah, I'll have
There's
you
a
playing
buyout
guitar,
in process already.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
We have some messages here in the chat, which you don't have your laptop with you
Right.
incorrectly prepared. If you were sitting here, you'd be able to read all this. Do you want to switch seats next
No,
time?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So
I have a
it's-
feeling I don't want to see these.
No, you don't. So somebody asked, do we have De'Aaron Fox rookies? We sure do. Do you guys have any De'Aaron Fox rookie cards, raw and or graded? The answer is yes. Phantom can do a great WC Fields. That's something that Peg Junk says.
Sure,
So your
yeah.
brother, yep.
Yeah.
My
Think
ears
about
are-
Phantom when he does impressions. He always tells you who it is. You're like, no, this is WC Fields. And we used to have Frank Caliendo on, and he said, "Hey, you can't do that. You don't do the voice and then tell everybody when you start who you are."
if it's not good enough for you to recognize right away,
Right,
then it's not a
exactly.
good enough
Right.
impression to do.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I have my Shep impression. It's really good. If we weren't on radio, I'd give it to you because then people would think Shep's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's that good.
Hey,
Wow.
everybody, it's me, Big Shep. I just want to let you know that coming out in True Sports Cards tonight, we got Kevin Herter. See, that was me, guys.
Yeah,
so
Radio-
much-
radio only. That was me. That was not
Gotcha.
Shep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
wonderful.
There's now
Yeah.
so much spit on that microphone.
Trust me, I've got a nose. There's plenty of spit that was given
Hmm.
over the week.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I spray it before we
Oh,
start.
okay. That's smart. Yeah. You don't
Essence-
sound like that, by the way.
I know. Yeah.
Frank Gruden. Oh, you're talking about Caliendo. Okay. So, Shep, finish us off because we've got
We have a little bit of time here left.
15
But
minutes.
yeah, we talked earlier about those downtown. So I get a lot of questions in the shop. People are trying to collect Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, the two hot quarterbacks right now. They're both playing extremely well, which is outstanding. Finally, some top overall picks at quarterback playing
only
decently
recently
well.
for Caleb.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? Caleb only the last
It-
couple weeks.
but
they're winning.
They're winning, and the thing is that he's building on it, which is a good thing. And you've not seen him regress, and so it's like it's hopeful. So, and I don't like this thing where we have like everybody's calling for Will Levis to lose his job. The man's played 13 games in the NFL. It's not even a full season. Like, let's give these kids a chance before we try to replace them with the next new thing. But they're doing well. So we get a lot of questions because this is the first real quarterback class that's had to deal with the NIL. So Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels have cards back as early as 2021, where they had Bowman cards where because of NIL deals, Topps was making cards of theirs. They have autographs out there that people can collect. Topps also did Topps Now on their website when they were drafted. So you do have some, quote, NFL style cards of these guys that are out there. But now Panini is releasing their NFL jersey product. So them actually in their true NFL uniforms, but these guys won't have autographs in the product because they sign with Fanatics and Topps, which then leads later in the year when Topps releases their unlicensed product with these guys as rookies and rookie autographs. So, Emran, since you are, as the show says, the industry expert,
Sorry.
I
I'm just thinking of
You
something.
did,
was
it
a
as
great-
you did a Kyle Draper impression.
Yeah,
Right there.
that was a great time because I wanted to be the guy to laugh.
You're right.
I'm trying to keep it professional today. But what are
Mission
these?
not
Because
accomplished.
we've seen in the past where when they had the draft pick cards always come out like a few months before the NFL season, those have never really held the luster later on once the NFL cards drop. But because we've had these cards now for a handful of years and we recognize them as their first cards that they've had as players because they had multiple college years with cards, are those going to be as collectible, do you think, as their pro NFL cards, even though they're licensed college with autographs versus licensed pro without autographs? What are you looking at? I mean,
I
how do you feel about them?
I don't like it. I just feel like everybody wants, and we're experiencing that now.
Yeah.
With the NBA stuff and even the composite stuff.
Yeah.
So even though they're in their colors of their pro uniforms, people are still hung up on, I needed to say Spurs on the Wemby. I needed to say 49ers on the side of the helmet. And that's natural. People are just adverse to it. But I just think that people will have demand for it, that the value is just not going to be as strong. It'll never be that way. And when the two sides merge here in the next 2 or 3 years,
2025, yeah.
which one's first, baseball or football?
No, football 2025 and basketball is 25-26. So
Got it.
they do coincide next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the
So
final
when that
year.
happens, I think that's what's the problem is that you have some generational talents in these off years. CJ Stroud in football, potentially Jalen Daniels coming up this year. He's pretty incredible. And then Wemby. When you have the once in a generation talent and it falls under a skip year like that, it's tough because you have to collect Wemby in his rookie year, but you want it to be licensed, but you want the autograph license version, and it's just not available at this time. So there's this weird collectability gap right now, and we've experienced it. We have Topps Chrome basketball that's been sitting on our shelf for a little while now, but it was really hot when it came out.
To that point, you were nice enough you brought some cards in, and I got a Wemby Topps Chrome green prism.
Mhm.
And at the time, and this was weeks ago when they first came out, it was going for legitimately on eBay at auction, going for 200 plus. Right now, I think it's like maybe $40.
Yeah. And it's just, people are just trying to get used to, I think, kind of like Imran said, feeling it out. It's still collectible, still interesting, but it's like, do you want him the logo, Spurs logo and stuff, or do you want it to look like it but have the autograph on it? So it's a really weird spot to be in. I would say if you're collecting these guys and you don't go after the Topps product with the autographs, some of the most collectible stuff for these guys is going to be their colored numbered parallels, because there's an infinite amount. Hey, this card's out of 199. This card's out of 249. This card's out of 99. To me, long term, those are going to carry more value than the base card or the insert, or even the silver that we've seen are hollows that they come out because they're unnumbered. So they'll tend to have a little bit more value than the base card, just because they're not as plentiful in the product when you open it.
Iconic silver prism, as they call it.
Yeah, there's still a lot of those out there, but those numbered ones, I think long term, are going to be the ones that continue just to always hold a little bit more value than anything else.
But having knowledge about stuff is really important, and versing yourself. The more you get involved and the more serious you are in the investment side of things, it's really important to understand the hollows, the silvers. And again, the name hollow and silver came because the word refractor is trademark owned by Topps. So we couldn't use the word refractor. That's why now when the Topps Chrome comes out, it's like, oh, that's a silver. Like, no. It's a refractor. It's like using the word Kleenex versus facial tissue, right? So they own that they own that name refractor. So I just know that when these things merge, it's going to come cleaner and we're going to be just fine with it. I'm hoping there's less parallels, but the way that Topps is running their baseball right now, there's just as many parallels that I'm seeing right now in the Topps and Fanatics products as there are in Prism and Panini, and it's incredibly confusing. I input every single card into PSA for us when we submit it on behalf of our company for our customers, and I'm sitting there at night going, "Is this a rhinoceros? Is this
it's
a
crazy.
Tiger Prism parallel zebra?"
Yeah.
I don't even know some of the stuff because there's so many parallels. My hope is it kind of just pairs it down.
8 years ago, when Prism basketball first came out, there were four cards. You had the base and 3 parallel. I think last year there were over 50 parallels for a Prism card, not including the base. So real quick, before we get out tonight, and we just have today we have a few minutes left, but 2024 Panini Origins WNBA finally released this week. We had a big card in the shop. Someone pulled a triple auto of the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark out of 10 on it. It's a 1-pack box, 10 cards a pack. You're going to get 2 autos, a mem card, 2 inserts. But finally, it's October 19th. The season started May 15th.
Tonight is the final
game of the season, and we had the first product release. I think there's 4 on the calendar. I've been yelling at Panini all summer long. You guys missed the biggest opportunity. It's in shop. I think last time I saw, we had a couple boxes left. I don't know how it went yesterday.
I think we have four left total.
It's a good product. More's coming out, but I'm telling you, this is a good year to get in on WNBA. I have a feeling next few years it's going to be taken off, but it's finally here. We have
True
WNBA
Sports
products.
Cards tonight. Kevin Herter, 4:00, 4 to 6. He might bounce a little early depending on the line. 4:00 for sure. Trade night, 6:00. Come on in, hang out with us. We'll have 100-something people there at least.
Possibly Whitey Gleason being one of them.
Whitey Gleason.
He's thinking about
potentially. So we're at 99. You'd be number 100. That'd be great. He'll be playing guitar in the corner. Feel free. Yeah. He will have a tip jar, right?
Yes.
Yes, he'll have a tip jar ready to go. That, and I think, would allow your wife to feel good about that. So yeah, you can bring cards or money. He'd prefer the cards.
Yep.
Because I took his Joe Montana away from all of us here. Big Shep, Kyle behind the window, Whitey Gleason, and me, Amron Pilati. Thank you so much for listening. And we're excited for year 2 to start in next week, basically.
Yeah.
And we're ready to go. We look forward to seeing you tonight. True Sports Cards in Rockland, California.
Card parts.
Car parts.
That's awesome.
Car parts.
Why choose Gonzalez Law Offices?
Grab
Well,
that.
for criminal defense, expungements, sexual harassment, wrongful termination. The best thing you can do is to retain legal representation from an experienced defense attorney in Sacramento who helps you obtain the best possible